Hello and welcome. I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Aimee.
And this is J&A
Travel Day.
Hey everyone!
Hello!
Welcome back. Today we are on Serenade of the Seas, and we want to talk to you and show you all of the amazing perks that we as Diamond Plus members in the Crown and Anchor Society receive.
So let's start with our favorite perk. The Crown Lounge is really just a fantastic seating area, first and foremost, but also it's where you find your concierge. They are a fantastic resource if you haven't made reservations, whether that's for shows or for dining. They can always help you out. Even business needs, if you need copies made, if you need a fax, they can help you.
Checking in for your flight, that's probably the most important one.
Yeah.
And if you want to print your boarding pass.
True. So then we'll step on down here, and on these smaller ships, I absolutely love it because they are up above the pool deck. In the daytime, you have these landscape views of the water.
A little smaller, a little older, but it's got its perks.
It really does. And then over here, during the morning, you'll find your continental breakfast if you want to get away from the hustle of the windjammer. And also, Jonathan's favorite.
Yeah, my favorite thing about the lounge is the coffee machine. So there's no need to have the soda package or the coffee package. I mean,
there's always a need for the soda package.
Okay, well, for Aimee there is, but I can come over here and I think it's time for a little bit of coffee. So I can come, have an espresso, double espresso, Americano, push the button. It's gonna make fresh brewed coffee all day, every day. That's one of the best perks for me. All right, well, I think the coffee is ready. One other thing, as Aimee mentioned, hors d'oeuvres, 5 to 8, 5:30 to 8:30, depends on your ship. Make sure you check your welcome letter. The hors d'oeuvres, typically 3 or 4 different types of hot hors d'oeuvres. They'll have cheeses and meats and a few snackies for dessert. It's food before you eat food before the food. So we always love to come in here and have some light snacks before dinner. And then you also get to meet some really fun people in here as well.
So I feel like this one is just a must-do on long sailings. We are on this cruise ship 17 days. That is 2 long cruises. So each cruise, Jonathan and I both get 1 bag of laundry. So across the 2 sailings, 4 bags of laundry. So that's how we make it without having to pack a ridiculous amount of stuff. Super easy. All you do is fill out this form. Pro tip, don't pack anything you care about because things do shrink. Sometimes things get lost. It's just the nature of the game. So we tend to just do undershirts, underwear, t-shirts, pajamas, just things that we don't necessarily care about. Fill it out. The bag is nice and big. You can fit a ton of stuff in these bags, and you can overfill it a little bit. They're not gonna say anything. But with some movie magic, we already have completed one. We always do write complimentary at the top. I don't know that you have to. We just make it clear, hey, we're gonna be using one of our perks. But just like that, Jonathan gets some nice clean basketball shorts.
Okay, the next perk we want to talk to you about is the BOGO Specialty Dining Credit. This is a Diamond Plus and above perk. However, it's something you're gonna want to take advantage of if you plan on dining at a specialty restaurant. The only downside of this whole thing is you do have to book once you get on the ship. You can't pre-book it. One thing to note, keep an eye out on the Royal Caribbean app. If you see a deal greater than 50% off at any of the specialty dining locations, you're gonna wanna book that ahead of time because the max you will get off is that 50% with your credit. Let's break it down. Chops Grill currently is $56 per person. If you choose to use your BOGO, you're going to be paying $56 as opposed to, if you're going as a couple of 2, $112 for a delicious meal at Chops Grill. Okay, so even when you think the theater is closed,
we got invited to a backstage tour on this ship, and Jonathan was telling me I've typically only gone backstage in the theater as the loyalty perk, but he's told me, where else have you gone?
Yeah, so they've done bridge tours where you actually got to go up into the bridge and talk to the captain and explore around and see their situation room, which was really cool. But also they used to do tours in the galley. So it just depends on how many, I think, loyalty members are on the ship. This one that we did today was for Diamond and above, and there were only like 20 of us on the whole tour. So we got to do something really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what made it extra special is we got to go into the pit, which I've never done before. So that was really cool to see the mechanism and how they, bring up that level. It was awesome.
All right, so another amazing perk that we get is the free drinks daily. Diamond gets 4, Diamond plus 5, and Pinnacle gets 6 free drinks. And it can be used anytime throughout the day, and it can be used for any drink. So this one was made by Nova at the Schooner Bar, and it is phenomenal. It's a New York sour. Let them get creative with your drinks. Let them make something that maybe is not on the menu, and you can try it, and there's no charge to you, which is amazing.
Or if you're not a drinker like me, you can just get a Diet Coke or to experiment, because I always say like, oh, I don't really like the taste of alcohol, but I do want to try like a pina colada, or what's another one?
Your favorite mudslide.
Oh, I do love a mudslide.
We had Wagner up at the pool bar making you those mudslides.
This is true. So it's just a good way to try drinks that you don't know if you like without worrying about the cost. For us, we don't do a drink package because 10 drinks between the two of us is plenty. Okay, so another perk that we always utilize are the free photos. I believe it's Diamond and above. We get 2 photos, 1 for each person, every single cruise. So it's just kind of cool because every cruise you can come, you can do those photos without the pressure of, am I gonna like any of these? Am I gonna buy them? And you just have that memory of the ship, of the cruise. We always joke we'll make a flip book of them one day, but it's just cool to have.
So a few other perks we wanted to talk about are the welcome back party. The top tier party is a great way to A, get some free drinks, B, meet the officers, and C, listen to some live music. Keep an eye out in your room for a brochure that always typically looks like this, and it's going to give you all of the events and perks and guides that they have for the cruise for you. But it's typically held in either the Royal Theater or a smaller venue depending on the amount of loyalty people on the ship, and they go through what the number of Diamond, Diamond Plus, Pinnacles are on the ship, all your Crown and Anchor status members, and then they always do a top tier recognition for all the Pinnacles.
Yeah, and it's like a photo opportunity with the captain, bottle of champagne, if you're one of the top people on the cruise. I also want to note, since he mentioned the sheet, look on the back of it, because this was missed by a lot of people on this cruise because there were so many that were Diamond and above and might not be able to fit into the lounge. They gave everybody an extra specialty coffee on top of their Diamond drinks. So it wasn't really announced, but we knew about it because we looked at the back of the brochure.
Absolutely.
So hot tip. But also, when you come on board, you can pick each person in a couple, if you are a couple, can pick a kind of welcome gift, loyalty gift. So it can be 6 sodas, it can be a bottle of wine, bottle of champagne, fruit, cheese. We got a huge brie wheel.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen it. We did the fruit and cheese plate, and they actually gave a full brie, a full wheel of brie, which was different.
It was. So, and you can choose, I think it's 10 days before the cruise you want to do it if you want it changed. So on our first cruise, we cut it too close, and so it was the same bottle of wine that we don't drink, so we gave it to one of the crew. But then it did change on the following. So you can change it often, which is nice. Another great perk as a way to stay connected with friends or family and, watch the big game is the internet. So as Diamond Plus, we get 2 free nights every cruise. That is 2 for each of us every single cruise. So if it's a shorter weekend cruise or not too many sea days, we tend to not buy internet because we're able to utilize that perk. And I believe as a Diamond, you also get 1 free night. As a Pinnacle, you get every single day of your cruise. So fantastic perk and a great cost savings. So a perk that we honestly forgot about this cruise just because you didn't need it was the reserve seating. It is nice to have on the bigger ships, but if you're Diamond Plus and above or suites, there's reserve seating area. You have to be there at least 15 minutes before to take advantage of that reserve seating, but it is nice to have, especially on the bigger ships.
Yeah, look for like a roped off area or somebody holding a sign. We had Keith here holding our sign. line from cruise director staff, but you're going to want to keep an eye out. And sometimes the seats are pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. And especially in the ice skating. I think that's the best time to use it.
Ice and aqua.
Absolutely. Then we have the perks that are 340 points and above. So kind of a weird mid-tier between Diamond Plus and Pinnacle. You get some nicer bath amenities. So shampoo, conditioner, lotion, body wash. It is nice to have because usually in the standard rooms, standard amenity is a combo shampoo conditioner. This is nice to have a separate, and you just don't have to bring your own, which is convenient.
Yep. And then the last one that we wanted to talk about is the Cheers with an Officer, which to me is one of my favorite 340 perks and above. And I was really looking forward to getting to that level. This is held in the dining room. So you get lunch in the dining room, which, yes, I know is free, but they do it with the officers. So it's typically on a different deck than the main lunch seating. And you have all of the officers from the ship. Sometimes even the captain will come by and they will do a toast with you. You'll get a glass of champagne.
We are like being like bigger and bigger in the company. So thank you very much. As Paul said, anything you need, please don't hesitate. Come and let us know.
And then it is a full sit-down lunch. So just a really unique experience. And again, I love interacting with the crew. Aimee does as well. So anytime we get a chance to recognize some crew members or thank them for all the hard work they're doing, it's always a rewarding moment, I know, for the both of us.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we got our free photos. So that means we've reached the end of the cruise. But I hope you enjoyed kind of us walking you through all of our favorite perks. We didn't show you every single perk that comes with.
Way too many.
There is too many. So definitely go through, see what is important to you and decide. But I mean, there's some definite must-dos.
Yeah, you never want to miss out on something that you get for free for being loyal to Royal. You always want to make sure you're taking advantage of all the perks that they give you because, hey, you deserve it. You cruise with them all the time. You racked up those points. You spent the money with Royal Caribbean. So use the perks that they give you and use them wisely.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know what your favorite perk is. What is your must do? And like and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see.
Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our video and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody.